On this Burnout Extra, I'm gonna show you some features on my 2015 Dodge Challenger Scat Pack. This thing is a 6.4 liter V8 and it is a 6-speed standard. It's awesome and you have to shift way too much in the city, but it's super cool. So I'm gonna run through a few of the features that this car has built into it, and it's nothing super special, but it's certainly worth mentioning. So besides a few things like the oil pressure, oil temperature, and things like that you would normally have in another car, this thing actually also tells you the intake air temperature that is literally going into your car and how warm that is compared to the outside air. It also gives you the engine torque at any point, so you could just have that on that setting and it will tell you the torque as you drive, which is pretty sick. One of the other ones is engine power, so it'll just tell you the horsepower at any moment when you're driving. Obviously it's not super common in a lot of cars, but for a car like this, that's pretty cool to know. Under the performance section on the dash, it actually has a 0 to 60 timer. It also has a 0 to 100 timer, and it will give you your reaction time as well as your 0 to 100 time with both of those. That's pretty sweet. An 1/8 mile and a 1/4 mile timer, and then it also has a braking distance, what distance you just braked in. It tells you the current G-forces. That's just something I don't care about. You can have a lap timer, so if you're doing something like what we did on the autocross at Lime Rock Park, you can actually just time it on here with a couple buttons and click lap as you go around. Which, by the way, if you haven't checked out those 2 episodes, 6 and 7, with Lime Rock Park's autocross involved, go check those out. Those are on our channel under episodes. You'll see lap history in the presets here as well, so it'll tell you what you've previously done, and then actually gives you a top speed that you've ever hit in the car, which that's wrong. Inside the settings on the touchscreen of this car, it actually has a performance control section, which I'll get into in a different video, but that's just taking off, launching, things like that are like more sporty than just actually driving the car. And then it also has a performance pages section, which I'm assuming you can either see your history or something like that, but once again, you can catch that in another video. It's very easy to turn the traction control off in the car. It's just a simple button. However, just like an automatic start on a modern car, you actually have to do it every time you get in the car. And so if you turn the traction off, ultimately next time you start the car, it's gonna be back on, which is super annoying. Other than that, I mean, it's pretty simple. I actually like how there's nothing, like no shifter or anything on the right side here. Everything's on the left and it's just blinkers and wipers. I actually added a phone mount that is specifically for Dodge Challengers, and these phone mounts are phenomenal. I'll actually link the product down in the description as well. I absolutely love automatic down windows. I think that they're phenomenal. So another crazy feature on these Challengers, which is common with a lot of modern muscle and sports cars, is actually the window. Now, I don't know if you caught it when I opened the door, but this window slightly goes down so that the door can open, and then once the door closes, it goes back up into the rubber groove. Supposedly, if you're stuck in the car, it won't shatter. Like if the battery's dead, supposedly the window won't shatter if you just open the door. It would instead just bend the rubber so that you can get out of the car normally. The fuel door on these are sick. I think they're absolutely spectacular. Mine's the blacked out package, but I know a lot of them are chrome. And these are so cool that people put these on boats half the time, these flip open fuel doors. That's gonna be it for this video with all of the 2015 Dodge Challenger features for this Scat Pack. Stay tuned for seeing this and more videos. Obviously, it won't need as many repairs as all the other crappy vehicles we have in our fleet. But if you wanna know more about the Challenger or about any of our vehicles, you can go to burnoutshow.com/fleet or burnoutshow.com, click on the fleet tab, and you can learn all types of things about what products we use for our cars, how we fix them, and when they've been fixed in the past. Be sure to check that out. That's some kind of nitty-gritty details that we don't really show on the channel that often. And like I said, the Challenger will be on there now as well. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video. Be sure to subscribe, turn on the notification bells, and we'll see you next time.